Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Thanks, Lionel. Let's talk about a few things here. First and foremost, it's beautiful out there across Metro Detroit, and that's been the case for much of this week. And it's a classic fall feel. Cool morning starts giving way to mild, even warm finishes. So that's a nice change up. So let's talk about what's left of Hurricane Milton, or at least its final impacts on the coast, and it's losing impact as we speak. Winds at 80 miles an hour. It's a Category 1 storm, but as of the 11 a.m. National Hurricane Center advisory, it's well off the coast by about 135 miles. So you could see it's actually losing its influence. Even those outer bands moving from east to west, those are pulling off as well. They were producing some flooding earlier this morning, so it's nice to see that retreating as well. And even the winds are beginning to relax. So here we go. The recovery efforts, they start today, and the sunshine's going to let us know what this storm did when it made landfall last night. Current conditions across Metro Detroit look pretty good. Starting in downtown, 59, lots of sun, dew points comfortable, the winds are calm, so it's the making of a pretty nice day. A look of what you need to know, another cool morning ahead, and not nearly as cold as this morning, though. I believe this was probably the coolest morning that we're going to see for a couple of days, but it gets cooler from here. We'll show you that in a moment. The bright skies, they continue, but rain, pretty consistent here. Still looks possible for the weekend. We'll show you the timing of that as well. No rain to speak of right now. A few fair weather clouds to the north. Lapeer's at 60. Port Huron at 57, same thing in Port Sanilac and elsewhere. You're in the mid to low 50s. For the rest of this afternoon, 60s, that's where we're going to be. Thinking 62, we'll call it mild and sunny. And that is going to be a nice setup all the way until the start of the Tigers game. Should be a nice sunset. By the way, sunset's going to move a little bit earlier today. First pitch is at 6:08. Sunset is at 6:59. So more than likely it's going to get pretty cool for the game. So it'll start off mild in the first inning, but then by the later innings of the game, that's when it starts to get cooler. So make sure you take your either hoodie or Tiger swag. You're probably going to need it by the end of the game. For tonight, still cool, just not as bad as this morning. We'll see lows in the 30s in some spots, but I think most of us will hold on to the low 40s. So a cool start at the bus stop for the kids, but then we warm up. Friday is going to be the warmest day of the week. Temperatures will have no problem reaching the mid to upper 70s, but it's short-lived because we're tracking some rain that sneaks in primarily on Saturday and then on Sunday. Both days highs looks very similar to me, but the cold front on Sunday I think will drop us down to more of a fall-like feel. So highs on Sunday in the 60s, but that's temporary. Numbers will begin to drop behind that system. And 54, the best we can do on Monday, much the same on Tuesday. So you get the idea. Fall really kicks into gear going